They fucking listened. The Stats Revamp 1.1. Check this shit out. Hello again and welcome to the Stats Revamp 1.1, now available for testing on the public test server. Your feedback is in testing. The first playable version of the revamps was very useful, and we want to thank everyone who participated again. A lot of the feedback of overall goals was positive, but we had some clear misses in the details and how we got there. In this version of the revamp, we have focused on addressing those details, merging your feedback and our testing experiences together, and then figuring out how we could account for this feedback while still working towards our goals. In this case, the goals we're working towards haven't changed. So basically they're still working towards their goals, but we're just working on how we get there. That's what they're working on, which is great. Now, if you remember my last video, a lot of this is going to come as a little bit of shock to you, but it's going to be pretty good. Let's see what happens. Now, we have not yet added additional power sets in this update, so only ice, mental, and electricity are testable. And your revamp testing characters are back right where you left them, so you can directly see how the changes impact you. We focused on a couple of areas: abilities and cooldowns, power regeneration, the controller role, and a general balance overall. So basically they're focusing on the cooldowns, power regen, the controller role, which was a fucking mess, and general overall balance, which was basically the topic of my last video. The whole thing right there. So check it. Ability cooldowns, right? Cooldowns are now a powerful tool, right? Let's see. Cooldowns are a powerful tool that we use to address pacing, power cost, effectiveness, and many other things that's related to how combat works at a fundamental level. Exactly. So, in the first playable version of the revamp, we increased the cooldowns so that we could increase the effectiveness of each individual ability, as well as increase the time between crowd control abilities. Again, so that we could make those not get broken out of resisted or as often. The idea here is to produce consistency for you guys, so you know what to expect when you use an ability. In this case, in this second version of the revamp, based on your feedback, we have decreased many of the previously increased cooldowns. We have especially focused on the role-specific abilities that power sets rely on to perform their core jobs. So listen to that again. We have decreased many of the previously increased cooldowns. Right? So not only that, they've shortened the ones that are role-specific. For example, we lowered the cooldown of pull abilities for tanks from 12 seconds to 3 seconds because we felt that the pull change too drastically departed from the standard methods of tanking, and because we agree with your feedback that cooldowns that long decrease the pace of the game to an undesirable degree. Cooldown summary. They decreased most of the cooldowns. So we're getting more powers more frequently. That's awesome. Power regeneration. Ha! Ha! Power regeneration. Check this out. Power regeneration is a core component of the game that influences practically everything else. We listened to your feedback and decided that requiring 1/6 of your loadout to spam or manage your power is not as much fun as we thought. It's more of a chore, really. So we have removed the self-power over time from the abilities, and we have given that power regen to everyone as a passive. This means we increased everyone's passive power regen and require nothing for it. Fucking booyah right there. Damn! It's important to note that we did like the attentiveness component of having to focus on your power. We noted that DPS is generally increased with the amount of power spent, and therefore the more consistent the player is with their active power regen buff, the higher their DPS was. We liked that, but felt that it was too much of a chore to keep around, so we will search for other areas of skill to highlight. One of those areas will be building your loadout. Aha! Power summary. We removed self-power over time ability. Remove self-power over time ability. Okay, so they removed the power. We increased passive power regeneration to make up for the ability of the removal. So now you just get it because you're a superhero. Alright? Pay attention to your loadouts and think about power consumption. So they're still going to make you manage your power but they're gonna give you more, and you're gonna generate it passively, no matter what you do. Whether you're like spamming, what's it called? Whether you're spamming weapon moves or combo, or powers. Now, controller role summary. Controllers are all about power, healing, crowd control effects, and debuff. Removed. Okay, what are the controllers all about? Okay, yeah. Removed group power over time abilities. Remove group power over time abilities. So they don't pot no more. Because everybody's now granting. See, they're not potting anymore. Controllers now grant passive power generation to players in their group. These do not stack, and the highest mineralization wins out. Duration of crowd control abilities and controller all doubled from 3 to 6. Crowd control abilities now get overwritten by other players based on dominance. Higher dominance means crowd control is less likely to be broken by other players. Good. So now, if I have, which is most likely the case, I'm going to have more dom than the troll. Troll goes ahead and stuns my ads, and I want to go ahead and pull him somewhere. I got more dom, most likely I can go ahead and pull my ads. Hopefully they'll remain in the stun. Let's see what happens. Tank pulls override every crowd control ability because tanks. Thank you very much. There you go. General balance. We also made some good global adjustments to numbers overall based on your feedback. We adjusted the difficulty of the easiest NPC. Yeah, because some of them were shit. We or she should no longer be getting one shot on the regular. I guess that's good. Block counter damage had been adjusted to match all other counter damage. All right, so that they're trying to simplify everything, which is the goal, man. You simplify the numbers and you know where to put them, and you have all these crazy fucking wicked animations, but you simplify the numbers and you know where they go, and you start categorizing, which is what they're doing with the powers and giving you power back, and normalizing the damn, what's it called, the cooldown times. This is insane. This is everything we talked about in the last video, man. That video actually blew up for my channel, and I can't believe that, I'm here I was just checking the forums out of nowhere, and I'm like, Stats Revamp 1.1. Let's see what this is about. So, I know that there's 10 of you watching, right? And I want to end this now so that, YouTube makes this a video. But give me 10 minutes. Give me 10 minutes. Let me set up. We're going to go ahead and open up test server and check everything new out that they did, all these new changes to test server. So hit that like button for this video. Stick around, go get something to eat. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. It's like, what, 7:15 right now? We'll be back at 7:25. 7:25, we'll call it that, all right? We'll call it that, and we're going to be on test. Let's see what happens. All right, y'all, MadRabbit out. Take it easy. Thanks for watching. They fucking did it. They listened, y'all.